At 5. All this and more every Saturday at 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. with your love jock, your boy, DJ Rebirth. It's all here on the family station, Love 101.
Youth connection. Shuboti and them figured he provide everything on vibe people we chat. Shuboti and them figured him alone make we appear when we did chat. Hey, hey.
This is a song of declaration. I shall live.
Hey, welcome back to the Morning Express here on the family station, Love 101 FM. We have remember I told you about a program? Yes. A program that we'll be doing called On the Pulse with Public Health. Yes. You remember that? Remember that program? It is with the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. the Honorable Christopher Tufton. And he is, well, I should have him on the line. Let me check on that for you.
He has become my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear?
Yes, folks. So it is On the Pulse with Public Health with Dr. the Honorable Christopher Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness. Good morning, Dr. Tufton. Welcome to the Morning Express.
Good morning, Kareem. How are you, sir?
I'm not too bad. How are you, Doc?
I'm in there. And good morning to your listeners. Hope all is well.
Yes. Fun fact, listeners, I worked with Dr. Tufton for about 4 years as his social media handler. So, yeah, I'm a friend.
Yes, for sure.
So, Dr. Tufton, tell us, give us a synopsis of what happened over the last week, I'd say, or a couple of months, in public health.
Well, health is an ongoing 24/7 operation, as you know. I mean, there's always an issue, there's always something going on, and hopefully always solving a problem. But the past week was particularly exciting for us because we gave our account of the stewardship of health in the Parliament through the sectorial debate process. And we made some announcements. We gave some updates on build out of health centers, hospitals, but also importantly announced a big push towards training, 500 million a year for the next 5 years, 2.5 billion scholarships for persons who are interested in studying health-related areas, not just doctors and nurses, but epidemiology, health technologists, health economics, health, equipment maintenance, that kind of thing. Because we are short of staff and we really need to retain and encourage people to stay, so they'll be bonded if they take that up. So more will be said on that in the media over the next month or so. We are reforming primary care, adding more doctors to our health centers and improving them because we're trying to encourage persons to go to the health center before they go to the hospital. And generally speaking, just trying to encourage persons to take responsibility, do their exercise, proper nutrition, and some of the other critical things, so that wellness is not just about hospitals and health centers, but it's really about the decisions or choices that we make.
Yes, I agree. So tell me, before we jump into questions from our listeners, tell me, I know of the program Know Your Numbers. Can you tell me a little bit about that program?
Right. So the Know Your Numbers campaign was started last year, and the reason for it is that a lot of Jamaicans end up getting a stroke or a heart attack or diabetes, losing a limb, because they did not know that they had this predisposed condition that would have led to that extreme position. So they had high blood pressure. We call it hypertension. You don't know until you get a stroke. If you have diabetes, you don't know until your blood sugar is out of what, they have to cut off your leg. And the same for, other conditions. So what we find is that more than half of Jamaicans do not get a checkup. They don't go to the doctor when they're well. They go when they're sick. By that time, sometimes it's too late. So we decided to take health screening to communities and to encourage more people to screen. And that's what the Know Your Numbers is, where I'm actually in Portland now. Yesterday we had over 600 people doing 4 or more tests. So over 2,000 screenings took place. A lot of them were very happy about that. Some we have to refer to the doctor because many of them don't go to the health centers. So that's what Know Your Numbers is. It's trying to encourage people to get a regular checkup at least once a year.
Yes.
Because the truth is it could save your life or certainly prevent you from having an extreme condition.
Yes. Listeners, this is On the Pulse with Public Health, and we're speaking to the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. the Honorable Chris Tufton. You can call with your questions. You can call our number 876-968-8328, or you can WhatsApp your question to me and I will relate it to him. Our WhatsApp number is 876-997-3125. You can also look on Instagram. Well, not Instagram. You can look on Facebook and YouTube, and we're live there at Love 101 FM Jamaica. All right, Dr. Tufton, until we get questions, I think I have free reign to ask you about some of the stuff that you mentioned in your sectoral presentation. Of course, I was watching. Can you tell me about the not just I guess the health centers getting facelifts, but I know last year you announced a number of hospitals will be getting upgrades.
Right. So as you know, we have not had any major upgrading of our health centers and hospitals. Certainly hospitals, we haven't built a hospital in Jamaica or any major substantial renovation for over 30 years. Since this government in 2016, we embarked on a major program to expand and to add more beds. So we are currently breaking ground for a 6-story building at Spanish Town Hospital, which will add another 100 beds, new operating theaters, new pharmacy, and so on. We're now rerouting the ring road at University Hospital of the West Indies, where we will go to market for another 6-story building there. We are, of course, renovating Cornwall and building a brand new 8-floor, 250-bed adolescent and pediatric hospital beside Cornwall in Montego Bay. And there are plans now that are finalizing for Maypen and St. Anne's Bay. We also renovated and opened Chapelton Hospital.
Yes.
And doubled the bed capacity for Lionel Town. So a lot of construction is taking place at the level of hospitals, and then in health centers similarly. So there are a number of them that are slated. We will in the next month announce start of construction for a new one in Old Harbour, a renovation for St. Diego, and one new one in Portmore.
Okay.
And that's because we're underinvested over time, and the government has committed to expanding because we know that people are waiting. We empathize with them, and we're trying to address some of those issues.
Yes. Okay, so I have a caller. I'm going to throw the caller on here. Good morning. Well, okay. I don't know what's happening there. Dr. Tufton, you're here with me still?
Hello?
Hi, hold on. Give me 1 second. Before I put you on to Dr. Tufton, give me 1 second. Let me get him back.
Okay.
Live and declare the works of the living God. Come on. Oh, I love it. I know you love it too. Oh, 1,000. Even 10,000. But it won't. Jehovah Shammah is with me. I'm here to declare it. No evil before. No evil before me. He gives his angels charge over me, and they always keep me, encamping around me. I know I shall not. I shall not. God is right by my side. I shall not die.
shall not die, but live and declare his word.
All right, so I have Dr. Tufton back on the line, right, Doc?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Let me put through this caller. Hello.
Hello?
Okay, we seem to be having some technical glitches here. Give me 1 second. Let's sort it out, and we'll come right back with Dr. Tufton.
They came,
Came against me like these,
but the sting of the wicked ceased
the wicked see.
from my Jehovah,
Was with me,
and he protects me.
protected to shield me.
I prophesy over myself now.
The Lord is my strength,
He is my
He
song,
is my song,
and he
He
has.
has become my salvation.
Whom shall I
Whom
fear?
shall I fear?
Whom shall I
Whom
fear?
shall I fear?
And it says, the Lord is my light.
The Lord is my life,
Through him I
in
fight.
my fight. Everything will be alright. He is with me.
He is with me.
He is with me.
I shall not.
I shall not. I shall not. I shall not die, but live and declare his words. He covers me with his wings.
I dwell in the secret place
Dwell in the secret place
of the
of the
Lord.
Lord God Almighty.
Everything is gonna be alright.
The Lord God Almighty, Almighty.
No terror. His strength is
Hello.
Is perfect in me.
All right, morning, Doc. Yes, Doc, we're back, right? Okay. So what I'll have to do then is I will keep you here, and I'll ask the callers to call on our phone lines. Okay?
Oh, what's happening? You having technical issues?
Yes, with the phone system, but that's fine. I actually have a caller here for you, so I'll put them through.
Okay.
Well, not a caller, a question. Yes.
Mm.
Okay, so the question here from this person is, okay, wait. Okay, this is a medical question. Okay, listeners, so let me say, Dr. Tufton is going to answer questions from the policy side of things and not medical.
No, you can raise a question.
So
I'll
what it is
I will take a note on this.
okay, so what she's saying is, what causes pain at the back of your neck?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll do is just advise the person to it could be caused by anything. It could be caused by how you sleep. It could be caused by a particular condition that's serious or not serious.
Yeah.
What you need to do is to go to your health center and get attention at your health center if you are so concerned. And there's one close by where most people live. So just find out where your closest health center is and go there.
Okay. Okay, so I have a question here for you. Well, a phone call here for you. Let's put them through. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
Good
go
morning.
ahead.
My name is Andrew Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I have a surgery to do at KPH from last year. They have been putting it off. Eventually, they give me a prescription to go get something for the surgery. It's a back surgery. The thing for the surgery comes to 1.4 million. I was told about the compassionate grant. I came down there and I applied to the compassionate grant, Dr. Tufton, from last year, October. Because of that, now I cannot do the surgery. I don't know where is the application for me. I've been calling down there. Nobody's answering me. I don't know what is going on. I came down there last year. I think it was last year, and I saw you with General Pursuit, and I hail you up. So I don't know what is going on.
All right, I'm gonna ask. Yeah, just let's listen for a second. Let me deal with it. I'm gonna ask the your producer to collect your name and number, and then we will collect. I have my team listening. They'll contact the station and get the contact, and then they'll follow up with you and check on your application. All right. So just hold on and give the producer your name and number. Okay. Thank you. Good.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. I have a next question here for you, Doc. This one is from not seeing a name, but it says, "Good morning. How soon will the Yallas Health Center be open in St. Thomas?"
That one I'm not sure of, but I will get the details, and on our next program next week I'll announce and give a better particulars on it. There's a lot going on in many health centers now, so any specific one I'm probably not have on my fingertips, but I'll get the details. So the Yallas Health Center, I will get that and we'll announce it next time.
Okay, no problem. I have a next call for you. Let me put them through. Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. You're with
yes, a question for Dr. Preston. If there could I don't know increase, no, that would be a purpose. But for the visitation, or it could be uplifted. Instead of having one visitation.
Dr. Tupton, you said you weren't hearing clearly?
I won't hear. Were you?
Yeah, I was. So what she was saying is the visitation hours for the Spanish Town Hospital. She wanted to know if the hours can be extended so they can visit their loved ones.
All right. So what is happening, you see, and I have to kind of defend the hospital on this one because when you're dealing with patients, there are times when you have to do different things with them. There are the meal times, so the meals have to be served, so the cart is going in and out. There are times when they have to be cleaned up, bathed or assisted to clean themselves up, or the nurses have to do it. That's a privacy period. There are times when the doctors are doing ward service where they have to now spend the time in, inspecting and testing and talking to the patient. There is a lot of time that is blocked for the patient to not just be serviced by the doctors or the nurses, but for them to eat their meals. So that the visiting hours have to be restricted. It was very restricted during COVID, but I believe they have extended it again since COVID. But really, you really have to try to go during the visiting hours, and for the reasons that I have given. There's a justifiable reason why it can't be unlimited. All right, but I'll check on it to see if they had extended it since COVID, because I know they were planning to.
Yes. Thank you for answering, Doc. Another question is that I'm seeing is, will the construction of the hospitals affect their service offerings and their ability to serve the public?
No. The way we have designed it is, take Spanish Town, for example. We had to build a new pharmacy and a new lab, which is now complete, which is a much nicer facility than what was there. And then we are now demolishing the old pharmacy and the old lab. And then we will fence the site, and then the construction will take place on the site. But we will have our new lab and new pharmacy. It will create some inconveniences because you will have an active construction site with a hospital compound. So you might have a little dust sometime, a little noise with the hammering and so on. Workers, the concrete truck that come and block the road sometimes. But for all intents and purposes, the critical services of the hospital will be there and will continue to be provided. And that holds true for all the other facilities.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Tupton. I have a next caller here for you. I'm going to put them through. Good morning.
Yes, I called back. You said it,
have a second chance at a good smile, as we say, second chance smiles. And it's part of government's outreach again to promote the general concept of good oral health.
Yes, and more than just oral health, a lot of times your smile is what gives you an opportunity. So
Absolutely, it's also an economic enabler and a social enabler. I tell people jokingly, but it's serious, that you do have a boyfriend and girlfriend because you may not look so good without the front teeth. You get them, then it enhances your chances in life for that. But you're more pleasant on the eyes. But beyond that, even for a job, you go to do an interview and you don't have any front teeth, then the employer may be not inclined because they want people who can whatever, talk and attract customers and so on, even though discrimination should not be the case, but that tends to be the natural thought process. So it makes people feel confident about themselves.
Yes.
And I think that's a very important thing. You need to have self-confidence. So there are many, many benefits of the program. I'm very proud of it. And the team in oral health, I've really enjoyed doing it. And up to yesterday, I was here in Portland, and they were putting in dentures in about 15 citizens, ranging in age group up to 65. And the smiles were amazing because people just felt better about themselves. So it's a really good program that I think the government of Jamaica is promulgating for Jamaicans who need a second chance to smile.
Yes. I have a comment here for you on the Second Chance Smile program. Camille Ludlow Sinclair says, good morning, Doc. I love the Second Chance Smiles program. Good job to you and the team. God bless you and keep you.
Well, I appreciate that, and I really want to pass that on to the team. They do most of the work. I come up with the concepts and the ideas, and they flesh it out and implement it. But yes, we are proud of the program.
Yes, and the last question that I have here for you, Dr. Tufton, is surrounding the release by AstraZeneca this week about their vaccine, their COVID vaccine. This person wants to know, what is the government's or the Ministry of Health's position on that?
So, as I said earlier on another program, I'm waiting on the clinical team to get all the information before they comment or I comment. What I'll say about the vaccine program as part of COVID is that we were very careful and very conservative in ensuring that we had the validation of the WHO with all the vaccines that we introduced to the population. We have about a 30% or so take-up, so our take-up was quite low. But I'll also say that I think vaccines have done far more good in the pandemic at saving lives than any negative. This is new information that is coming up. I hear different versions of it. I hear it's a withdrawal because the demand for it is no longer there. So they stopped producing. I heard that there was one variant strain that one vaccine was made that they pulled back. So I prefer the team to get the full details because I don't want to talk loosely. What I do not want people to do is to panic and feel scared. I mean, I took the vaccine. Many others, millions indeed, a few billion citizens of the world took it. So, and we're all living. So I would say, don't panic. Let's hear what has to be said first, and then we take it from there.
All right, there you have it. That was On the Pulse with Public Health, and we were speaking with Dr. the Honorable Chris Tufton, who will be joining us next week for a follow-up. This is a weekly feature with Love 101 and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Dr. Tufton, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Karim, and looking forward to seeing you every Friday about 11 to 11:30, where we answer questions and we do follow up where people have issues. We encourage you, call with the good news to encourage some people, and if you have challenges or issues, call too. We take all suggestions, concerns, and we do follow up behind the scenes to make sure that the people of Jamaica are comfortable with public health. And thanks to Love 101.
Yes, no problem, Doc. It's always good catching up with you. Bless you. I'll see you pretty soon.
All the best. Take care.
You too, Doc. All right, folks, there you have it, On the Pulse with Public Health. That was Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. the Honorable Chris Tufton. He will be here every Friday to answer your questions, answer your concerns, give you updates on health, all that is happening in the world of health, locally and also internationally. As long as he has the information, he'll give you that information, and you can call with your queries and your questions, and he will put his team on it in terms of sorting it out. You're listening to the family station, Love 101 FM. We will be right back here in the Morning Express.
He will be for me, no plague will come near.
He gives his angels.
He gives his angels charge over